of my new series called ASS-ENTUATE. So if you didn't get that play on words, it's a glute workout mainly to build those buns or accentuate them. Of course, this means that it's going to help you get them stronger, not necessarily shape it in a particular way that you would like to, because everybody is built differently, so genes make a difference. I cannot guarantee that everyone's going to look the same or have exactly the same shape, but it will get you really strong muscles, and eventually that means that it's going to balance it out. So if you have low muscle or low fat, then it will give you a lot more definition, and if you have too much of fat and low muscle, then it's going to build your muscles and decrease your fat, which means that it's going to also give you more definition and decrease the mass, change the composition of it, right? So stick with me and find out what is part 1 of ASS-ENTUATE. Well, ASS-ENTUATE. Okay, let's get to it. So I have a few little pieces of equipment. Watch me. So I have a mini band. This mini band, if you've got one, awesome. If you don't, still fine. We can work without it. And I have a little bench. You can also use a stool, a much bigger stool. You can use a chair. You can use the sofa. You can use the side of your bed. Watch my other video on hip thrust to get more ideas on how to do this movement the best. So we're going to start with the hip thrust. And like I said, I've done a more in-depth video about hip thrust. Watch that so you can also get more ideas how to do this very effectively. So we're starting with the hip thrust. So you have your mini band. Put that over your knees right here. Okay, so let's go straight into it. Like I said, watch the other video on hip thrust so you can practice the cues on this movement. So you have your mini band above your knees. Your core is engaged, your chin to your chest, shoulder blades above the stool or the chair, and toes are slightly pointed out. And you're going to push through your heels, squeeze your butt, and go up there. There we go. So that's our hip thrust. If you have some weight, add the weight to that, whatever kind that might be. And that's your hip thrust there again. Okay? So your first exercise is the hip thrust, right? Number 1, hip thrust. Read the description below to get an idea of how many reps you could do and how many sets as well, and how often you need to do this, right? Do you have to do it every day, or is it something that you do 3 times in the week? I'll keep watching. I will tell you more about that at the end of this video. So our first exercise, hip thrust, and now we're going into the second exercise. Second exercise is also based on the hip thrust. So you're going to go up here. You have your band there and you're going to open it. What's important here is that you actually extend all the way. So you have to extend all the way here and then you open and close. You pulse this. Because if you don't push all the way up, you're not going to use the right muscles. So it's very important to go all the way up as high as you can. And then you pulse. So this is the hip thrust with abductions. So, and even if you don't have a band again, you can do the same thing and just open and close. It's the same thing. But there's not much resistance obviously if you don't have the band. So that is movement number 2. Hip thrust with abduction. Now we go into movement number 3. Since we don't need these guys, let's take them out of there. Number 3 is going to be donkey kicks. Now, donkey kicks, with this, you have your core engaged and your shoulders are above your wrists, right? Here, you have a slight arch in your back there and you have your toes pressed down over here. Okay, that's just an additional movement you can add to help you, but not necessary. Okay, so you're going to be kicking back, not kicking back, actually kicking up. So watch me, you're just going up here. Remember, you're going up, not going out here. You're not going to the side there. You're not going just to, straight down here. You're going up. So it's purely an up movement. That's it. And you will feel it. You know when you're doing it right because you can feel the right muscles working. So you will feel this on your glutes itself. Okay, so both sides you've got to do in exactly the same way. What's important? Keep your core engaged and also squeeze and go back. So even if you don't have the band again, you can just do this movement. It's just as effective. Another alternative is if you have a dumbbell, you can use the band and keep a dumbbell here between the fold of your knee. So if you, I can't explain it because I don't have one that I can use, but you would keep it here so that is additional weight that you're also lifting. So more resistance, and that would be there. So I could also do this, like this, yeah. No, this doesn't work. Sorry, that doesn't work at all. It's not safe and you'll probably put too much pressure on your knee as well. So that is movement number 3. Now we go to movement number 4. So 4 is going to be quite similar to this. We're in the same position again. So you're in the hip thrust position, but here the difference is that you're going to be opening to the side. So you can open, you're just opening it out. Imagine a dog peeing. Yeah, creepy. But you're being a dog and you're going to pee. So you're just opening your leg. Do it from the front. So just open and close. Open and close. Cool. So open and close. Again, this one as well. You're going to the side. You're not going back. You're not going like kind of diagonal. It's just straight to the side. What's important in all of these movements is that you have to always keep your hips stable. So if I'm doing this, I don't want to move my entire body like this. It's important to keep this stable, engage your core, and just do that, right? So in the same movement, which is the fire hydrants, you're just doing this. You're not moving your entire hips, okay? And that comes with engaging your core. Another option for the fire hydrant is you can put your band, if you have a band again, below your knees instead of above your knees, if you prefer that. So this one, there we go, also possible. You're working pretty much the same muscles over there, but it's just a slightly different, a varied move. Some people might be more comfortable with it lower down, some are comfortable with it upper there. There's another move which is related to the fire hydrant. Make this like that. Without the band, and you're going to go into a straight fire hydrant. So you're kicking out straight here. I quite like this. It's a slightly more advanced move because it means that you need to have good core stability to not move your entire hips, and it also needs good flexibility because for you to go into a straight leg from right here, it's not easy. But it feels awesome. I quite like that one. So try these out. Let me know what you think. Read the description. So I will put more information on number of reps and sets. But just to summarize the number of reps and sets, what you want to do is you want to work on your glutes at least 3 times a week. So 3 times a week, ideally, you want to do at least 4 exercises, maybe mix them up, and you do approximately 3 to 4 sets of it, around 15 to 20 reps. As you progress, you change those numbers. But of course, you will know when you no longer feel that tired from the movement or you add more weight to it. Then it's still challenging your body. So keep mixing it up, changing your exercises. I'll also be posting more parts to the ASS-ENTUATE series. So stay tuned and keep watching to find out what the other good exercises are that also work, and different parts of your body that you need to also be working on while you're building your glutes. So stick with me, read the description for more information, follow, share and subscribe. So you get updates and you have all the information at your fingertips to have good, strong glutes or peaches. Okay, take care, thanks. See you soon and keep watching.